Oh. Good morning. God, yeah. How do I get this out of the way? Damn, and my fucking phone finna die. I need to check my volume for y'all. Yo, get me out of here, dog. How do I get out of this place? Yo, why can't I leave? Oh my god, this shit finna blow me. Yo, get me out.
Hey Meta, suggest a hotel nearby for tonight.
Hotel Julian is known for great beds.
It's like the end of an era. But I've had my biker moment, which I really needed, like, spiritually. But it's time for a new chapter. Plus, I listed this on...
Wants to end this fight, however.
My biker moment, which I really needed, like, spiritually. But it's time for a new chapter. Plus, I listed this on...
Wants to end this fight, however.
Testing. Why the hell my mic not working?
Biker moment, which I really needed, like, spiritually. But it's time for a new chapter. Plus, I listed this on...
Testing. Alright, mic working. Ah, damn. Bro, me and Terrence Crawford kind of got like the same build a little bit. Ain't gonna lie.
Two-division world champion Bud Crawford against the welterweight champion Jeff Horn.
Terrence is sharpshooting right now.
His left hand.
He's sticking over there. Oh my god.
Sends him back.
Oh my god. I wasn't that bad, bro. I seen worse knockouts than that. That's just like a little knockout. He fucking his face up, yo.
40 seconds to go here in round number 9. Let's see what Crawford does with it. Here he goes.
Damn.
Backs him up with a left hand again. Horns in the corner. Uppercut lands. Crawford on the attack. That's it. It's over. It's over. We celebrated it.
Look at the emote.
in New York today, and now a triple division world champ here in Vegas.
He is tough for anybody in the welterweight division.
We have been blessed on
Damn.
ESPN
That's
to watch
mean.
Vasily Lomachenko. You just saw Bud Crawford Who's the best pound-for-pound fighter in the
Hey
world?
chat, if it was 100% guaranteed chance that you're going to be successful in your careers, would y'all rather go like streaming or like a sport career? Oh my god! Oh my god! He's dead. Lock this nigga up. Lock this nigga up. Lock this fucking black ass nigga up, bro.
Finished the fight. Terrence Crawford knocks him out in the 5th round after winning every single round of the fight. Crawford is another guy you're going to see a lot more of.
And it comes from the water that's in the corners of the fighters. It's on the bottom of their shoe.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh shit, wrong soundboard. Oh shit, wrong move. Oh shit, what the fuck? Hold on, I use the wrong move. Let me do this.
It's on the bottom of their shoe.
Damn! What the fuck?
He goes down. He goes down on one knee.
Bomb!
With a shot, put him back up against the ropes, and he was hurt. Then he caught him with a right hand, and then the left hand to put him down.
And this thing can fight orthodox, southpaw. It doesn't matter with this man.
Uppercuts. Can he stop him right now? He better start answering some punches, but the referee won't have.
And he dead ass beat this nigga to the ground, bro. Lock this nigga up, man. Lock him up. I don't want it, bro. I feel safer if this nigga's in jail.
He's not back.
I don't feel safe in the world anymore, gang. Lock this nigga up, bro.
Can he stop him right now?
Are we serious? Yo, ref, what are you doing, bro?
Won't have any choice.
Ref, stop this. This is madness.
Right hand.
Oh my god.
Downstairs. Crawford shining now.
This is a tipped fucking murder, ref. You're sitting here not doing shit. You're supposed to keep the fighters safe.
Last little shot. He better answer.
Oh my god, again. He is throwing them holes with animosity.
Give him the excuse. And down he goes.
Just beat this nigga down.
The fight's all over. He's out on his feet. Crawford has knocked out Thomas Delorme. Well, that answers the
Nah, this ref must want this fighter to die. Hey, I'm gonna let you know something. It's either two things with this ref. It's either he wants this nigga to win right here as he getting beat up, or he wants this nigga to die. It's either one of those two things. He wants this nigga to win, or he wants this nigga to die. Oh my. I keep using the wrong fucking soundboard sound. God damn it, I meant to use this. That's what I meant to use, not fucking fa. Shit. Whatever, bro. It's either one of those two things, bro. Cause there's no way you're sitting here just watching this shit, gang.
Terrence Bud Crawford is just getting better.
Gang, this nigga just got 3 different types of CTE fighting this man, bro. Lock this nigga up, bro. This nigga right here in the fucking red, white, and blue, he's not making it past the age of fucking 50 years old, gang.
damage Delorme like that.
And nigga finna be in a fucking nursing home by 50. Oh god, this poor man here.
Gentlemen, you received your instructions in the dressing room. I expect a good, clean fight. Protect yourselves at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Touch them up.
Shit, bro.
Everything on the IHOP
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
$6, you can go all out. Because eggs, bacon, and fluffy pancakes are just $6 every day. And OMG, there's a new BLT. And it comes with fries. Celebrate every day for just $6 with the IHOP value menu.
And now, as a righty, Crawford comes in. There's a 3-punch combination from the chin. Oh!
Okay.
And Kavaliauskas comes back and lands a combination zone. And
Damn.
just nails him.
Oh, bro, Bud Crawford has to be the best pound-for-pound fighter. Bro, he can fight southpaw orthodox. He can adjust to you. He literally adjusts to you. However you want to fight, he can just flip that switch and he could fight just like you, bro. You know how dangerous that is in boxing? You're never comfortable around this man. Nigga hit him with a cross counter. I will slap the shit out of you, bro. Are we serious? Nah, that should make me quit too, gang. Cause what you mean you countered my counter, gang? I would've left too. Oh, I got room. Damn.
Lunging left hand. That backs up Kavaliauskas.
Oh my God.
Absolutely brilliant uppercut. Let's watch how he does it here. One punch.
How is he doing this shit?
Bud Crawford, title defense.
Hurting Kavyaskis, getting him against the rope, and then look at the uppercut, how he sneaks it up the middle as Kavyaskis leaned forward just a little bit, and he found a way.
Yeah,
That nice uppercut.
Yeah, it's not difficult. Terrence Crawford made up his mind, and I'm going to stop you for hurting me, and I'm going to do whatever I have to do to get that done, whether I'm in a southpaw stance or the right-hand stance. And Kavyaskis felt every bit of Terrence Crawford tonight, and he realized that his levels to the game, and this dude has an intensity.
Levels to the game. It definitely fucking is. It definitely is fucking levels to this shit. Definitely that, bro. You can fucking tell. I don't think you even had to say that. We can tell it's levels to this shit, bro.
Uppercut coming around. Down goes Kavyaskis. Got to get that last punch. Beautiful right hook right here.
Yeah, that hurt.
Right on the ear.
That hurt.
And down goes Kavyaskis. And that was the end of the fight right
I
there.
would have quit. I would have stopped boxing.
Crawford as things start to heat up in here.
Yeah, I'm surprised that
Damn.
And that's stung Lundy. Follow-up left also stung. He's moving funny a little bit. Crawford grinning, coming in. Harder attack. Senses it. Right to the body. Lundy swinging. Wild, crazy. That's what Crawford thinks. And down goes Lundy. Down goes Lundy. 116 left in round 5. His legs are funny.
Damn. What the fuck he hit this nigga with? A fucking shockwave? Why the fuck? God. Stop me fighting this man, bro. He's swinging with nothing but power and animosity, man.
Lundy trying to fire back. That's it. Round 5, stoppage victory for Terrence Crawford. He says, see, I told you so. We heard
Nah, this ref be frying me, yeah. I love this ref. His ass funny as a bitch. Look at his face. Look at the ref, yeah. Yeah, his ass funny as a bitch, bro. On Bobby Grave. God damn. He keep hitting his out. Boom! Hit his out with a bomb. Hit his out with a bomb. Hit his out.
I put on a great statement. You know, Hank only been stopped one time in his career, and for me to stop him in the 5th round and that soon and that bad, that's
He hit a dab. Oh, snap.
Here we go, round 1.
No, let me not say that, because this nigga will kill me. My bad, sir. I don't think y'all slapped it. Oh! Oh, shit! Damn! What the fuck? Bro, you just punched this thing to the ground, man.
He'll get credit for everything he does at the very least.
Ooh, that was smooth.
Oh, here's Gamboa.
Wait, so how is Terrence doing that? How's he stopping somebody so aggressive?
He'll get credit for everything.
Cause this thing is swinging like he's swinging like crazy.
Oh, here's Gamboa in the process of landing some shots.
Oh my God! His accuracy, he throwing these holes, but Terrence is he's landing them holes again. He throwing them holes, but he not landing like Terrence. Terrence is accurate with his shot, man. It's not even glazing like. Bro, look at that. That is skill.
He'll get credit for everything.
Boom. Hit his out with a cross, slip, body shot. Bro, that should have pissed me off. He's not keeping his guard up either. He keep dropping his hands. He's just gonna punch you. Bomb, right? Bomb, bomb, bomb. This nigga is a fucking monster, gang. And he's skinny as fuck, too. Like, you didn't even think a nigga like this would be that strong.
Terrence Crawford has become.
Yeah, ain't nobody fucking with this. Ain't nobody fucking with his ass. Ain't gon' lie. Bro, this shit give me chills, boy. This nigga live, man. Ain't gonna lie, no, bro. Fuck.
Platform lets your team book work travel in one place. Flights, hotels.
Hey, we gotta go.
Ain't gonna lie, bro. Terrence Crawford is live again. I low-key got this nigga beating fucking Floyd. Is that crazy to say? That's not crazy to say, though. Floyd? Nah. I don't remember Floyd. Who did Floyd knock out again? I don't remember knocking. I gotta watch more Floyd. I don't usually watch Floyd fight. I don't like to be that type of person to be like, oh, he fights boring and shit. All he does is run and shit. I mean, like, he's not a runner. He's just a defensive fighter. Like, if you're gonna come to me, why do I need to bring myself to you? You feel me? And now, does he be like kind of running? Not really. Kinda. He kinda does. I ain't gonna lie. Still people say that, but like, his fights just kind of boring. You know, that's why I really watch Floyd. His fights is a little boring. And plus, that's for like unks and shit, bro. Floyd hasn't fought in a minute. Shit, even watching Buzz, like watching unks and shit.
9 power punches overall. 92 to 79.
I gotta remember this fight. Yeah, I seen this fight. I was here this fight actually.
Last round and the short uppercut that we showed. There the body punches.
Damn.
And there is the knockdown scored in round 10 by the champ. Porter looks good on his feet, but not coming forward and firing at Crawford for the moment. There's the overhand right, and another.
Oh my God! How did he just do that?
Overhand right, and another combination. Beautiful work by Crawford. He does damage. Kenny's on the apron, and he's stopping the fight. His father says it's over.
It's all about timing.
Yeah, bro.
Sean Porter makes too many mistakes lunging forward like that. Boom, hit with an uppercut. Terrence stepped right to the side, created an angle for himself, avoided those punches. Step back, double step back. There you go.
And then the end of the fight. So the left uppercut is the first knockdown, and watch this combination, Dre.
Well, you see Crawford doing what he does best, finish.
Damn.
He got that right hook in there. Not a shot he really landed thus far up until this point. It's a heavy, heavy shot for any fighter to take, especially this late in the fight. Here we see a half step back. That's his signature shot that Terrence lands. He missed that, but he came back with the right hook, and it landed flush. Down goes Sean Porter, and I think Kenny Porter stopped the fight, not necessarily because of what happened, but what was to come. Terrence Crawford is the best finisher in the game, and he knew that it wasn't going to get any better for Sean Porter, especially if Sean wasn't himself and was dazed in the head and tried to keep off a guy like Terrence Crawford.
Oh yeah, I remember this one too. They was talking so much shit too. Even was talking dummy shit. I like uppercut.
Oh, he made me work in the early rounds. He was trying to counter me. He started getting tired, so I seen him starting leaning more and more because I was touching him to the body. And then I just threw the shot and then landed.
Best in the world. At home. Is he the finisher?
I'm scared of this nigga, bro. I'm scared of this man. I'm scared of this nigga, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm scared of this nigga, bro.
How do you want them to close a show?
And then he does wrestling too. I think he could go to MMA. He can go to MMA too. He has a right. He could go to MMA now.
Is what it should look like. Jose Benavidez Jr. came in with all the talk and was game.
He was talking shit, bro.
To steal a line from Raging Bull. Ain't pretty no more.
I want a good, clean fight. Obey my commands at all times. Above all, protect yourselves at all times. Let's go.
That will put him in a safe position to let his combinations go. Beautiful right hand.
Wait. What just happened? I didn't even see it.
Let's go.
Bro, it was that fast. I didn't even see what he hit him with a jab. Well, it's kind of at an angle, like kind of like a hookish jab. Dang, that shit was so fast. I didn't even see that shit, dude.
One of the best closers in the game. 27 knockouts in his career. Do we have
So all this nigga does is knocking niggas out left and right.
vicious attack to close it?
No. Like a right hook, right on the money, right on the button, and you see.
Not the button.
Back to that corner. Nice finish up right here. Combination from Terrence.
Nigga is shot.
You know, sometimes your opponent can do the work for you.
Like,
as you can see, Kell Brook was moving forward. He shot a jab out there. Crawford timed it over the top with a nice, short, I would say jab, hook, jab, hook type.
That's the first knockdown. Remember the ropes.
Poor guy, dog.
Boom. And you know, that shot wasn't even on the chin. That shot was right on the eye, and it had that type of effect on Kell Brook. That shows you what type of devastating punching power Terrence Crawford possesses.
He's so skinny too. And you know what makes him so more dangerous, I think, that he's skinny? Is because since you're skinny, like, it doesn't take a lot to get like that rotation, you feel me? Like, how do I put it? You know how like when like big strong buff niggas try punching, like they punch slow as fuck, right? You ever seen like what's the nigga name? Larry Wheels, I think? The nigga that slapped Dean the Great. Bro, you see nigga box, he throws slow as fuck. It's cause he can't get that rotation. And since Bud is skinny as hell like this, it doesn't take a lot for him to get in the rotation because he's already skinny. That's what makes that punching power so crazy. Like, all you gotta do is just turn his body a little bit, and that nigga throwing a fucking missile at your ass, bitch. Bro.
And Ray, he gets that look in his eye.
At this point, the fight was as good as done because Terrence Crawford
My
is one of
God.
the best finishers in the game. You can't be hurt like that against Crawford, especially knowing that he had a slow start. He wants to come in here and prove a point and remind everybody why he's atop that list.
He needs
And
to
that's
counter
how
right
you do
there.
it. Once again, to your point, Tim, it's not a 3 or 4 round fight. It's a 12-round fight or less. And I wanted to see the reaction from Kell Brook once Terrence Crawford landed a clean shot and we got our answer. And Terrence finished the fight like he typically does when he gets a fight.
Nobody has dropped this man yet. He never even hit the floor. I don't even think this nigga even got damaged.
Right hand to the body. You're going to see the left hand coming up right there behind the ear.
Jesus Christ, bro. Poor guy. Yo, this nigga is he's just too good. He's just too good. Ain't gonna lie, yeah. I don't really get nothing you keep it doing here, bro.
Undisputed champion in any weight class in over a decade.
I love it. It's body punching. Body punching is a lost art in our sport. We got a lot of headhunters.
This nigga just got hit in his shit. I didn't even see it again. I don't even know when he got hit right there. When did? Oh, right there. It must have been right there or something. He's just too good, bro. Wait. Let me see something real quick. Yeah, bro. I don't know, dog. He's just too good, bro. Yeah, ban this shit, bro. I ain't gonna get this nigga going. This nigga gotta go or some shit, gang. Ain't finna.
One plan, one price. Introducing Simplicity from Verizon.
Dear Acorns, I was 19 when I got pregnant. I worked 3 jobs at once to keep us afloat. I never thought I could.
I got a job at a logistics.
Finna watch some damn horror shorts.
This summer after I turned 23. Not glamorous, mostly scanning packages, updating inventory.
Okay.
Sitting at a computer in a room that smelled like cardboard and floor cleaner. The hours were rough, 4 in the afternoon to midnight. But the pay was decent, and I needed something to bridge the gap before I figured out what I actually wanted to do with my life. There were maybe 12 of us on the night shift. Most of them were fine.
Honestly, I need to get an actual job.
There was one guy, though, a man named Dennis, who I noticed on my first week.
Hey, man, he look weird as fuck.
He was probably mid-40,
Creep.
stocky, with his short gray stubble.
Fuck wrong with that nigga, bro?
Or disappear.
Creep.
He worked in the back near the loading dock, so our paths didn't cross much. But every now and then, I'd glance up from my station, and he'd be standing at the far end of the floor, not doing anything.
What
just
the
looking in my
fuck?
general direction.
Why am I getting chills already, bro?
Just oriented toward me. I figured he was zoning out.
Ain't gonna lie, bro. This is honestly one of the weirdest niggas I ever just seen animated games. I'm getting chills just by looking at this nigga, bro. This nigga's a creep.
The second time something felt off, it was about 3 weeks in. I was on my lunch break.
I'm about to turn my motherfucking lights on, bro. I'm scared.
His break lined up with mine. Dennis came in, poured himself a coffee, and sat down at the table directly across from me, even though every other table was empty. That
Why?
was weird. People do that. What was weird was that he didn't say anything for almost a full minute. Just sat there, stirring his coffee slowly, watching me open my sandwich.
The fuck? This nigga's fucking...
Very calm. You drive the white car, right? Passenger side door. I said,
nigga, what the fuck? Why do you know exactly I have a dent on the passenger side car? And why are you asking me that? Bro, you came all the way over here just to come over here, stir your fucking coffee, brought your bald ass right here to ask me fucking that? Are we serious?
It wasn't weird, I told myself. We all parked in the same lot. He probably just noticed it the same way anyone would. He nodded like I'd confirmed something he already knew. Then he got up.
He nodded and he just left? Oh my...
I told myself it was just small talk.
Hold on, bro. Let me open my window. I'm getting scared. Go back to react to this shit.
Warehouse guys aren't always great at conversation, but something about the way he said it.
What?
Question.
Nigga said like a creep.
Sat with me for the rest of the shift. Around week 6, I started noticing my car. Nothing dramatic, just small things that were hard to pin down. Once, I was almost certain I parked closer to the entrance, and when I came out at midnight, my car was further down the lot than I remembered. Another time, the seat felt slightly.
I think she's tripping now.
The position was off by a fraction.
How would you be getting in the car and driving it?
Remembering. You park in a dark lot at 4 in the afternoon and come back at midnight and your brain fills in gaps. That's normal. I knew that. But I started making a habit of taking a photo of where I parked, just to have a reference. Looking back, the fact I started doing that without admitting to myself why says a lot. About 2 months in, Dennis stopped showing up. I noticed the absence more than I expected to. Not relief exactly. More like that specific unease of waiting for something to finish a sentence that already started. I asked one of the other guys, a loader named Phil, whether Dennis had quit. Phil said he'd been let go, something about attendance, and shrugged like it didn't matter. That same week, I got home from my shift around 12:30, later than usual because we'd had a backlog. I was in the kitchen getting a glass of water when I looked out the back window out of habit. The way you do when it's dark and the light inside makes the glass reflective.
And I'm guessing that nigga's there.
The reflection shifted slightly. I looked harder. There was something at the edge of my yard near the fence. I turned the kitchen light off to see better. A figure, standing completely still.
Oh my God.
I couldn't make out a face, just a shape. The build of someone stuck, standing between my fence and the tree line.
Bro, fucking bro.
The figure didn't move.
This is why, like, I feel as if, like, if you live alone or anything like that, if you live alone or you're a grown-ass man, bro, once is that, like, you're living alone? No. Honestly, as long as you're not a terrorist gang, you need to have a gun. Because, well, honestly, I think guns should be banned and people just use their fists or something, to be honest. But, hey, man, if that's not finna work, as long as guns aren't banned, bro, you might just go ahead and get you one. See, I'm gonna get me some big shit. I'm gonna get me some fucking ARP, something big, you feel me? Nah, Brody, nah. I ain't gonna let people get a chance.
The space was empty. I didn't sleep well for a few nights after that.
I wouldn't sleep at all.
Police because I couldn't tell them I saw a shape in my backyard that disappeared when I turned the light on. There was nothing concrete to report. Then, 5 days later, I came out to my car before my shift and found something on the windshield. Not a note, not damaged.
What, a picture?
It was a photograph, a printed photo, like from a home printer, slightly glossy.
Hey, did you know you might get a big cash payout if you were in a car accident up to 1 year ago? Even if you weren't driving. Just click the link around this video to see how much you can get.
It was a picture of my kitchen window, taken from outside.
Yo, this nigga is a creep.
It had to have been taken sometime in the last few weeks. Because
this nigga is a fucking creep.
I was visible in it too. Just barely. A shape at the counter, slightly blurred. I stood in my driveway for a long time looking at that photo. I ended up calling the police that time. They came, took the photo, filed a report, and asked me if I had any idea who might have done it. I told them about Dennis. They said they'd look into it. I never heard back with anything useful. Whoever Dennis was, whatever his last name was, whatever he was doing, it never came to anything official. I transferred to a day shift position at a different location about a month later. I still think about that photograph sometimes. Not because of what it meant he'd been doing, though that's bad enough. What I can't let go of is that in it, I look completely unaware. Just standing in my kitchen at night, in my own home, not knowing. That's the part that doesn't leave me. The fact that there's no way to know how many times it happened before the one time he decided to show me. I got the job at a grocery store the summer I turned 19. It was one of those mid-sized chains. Not a big box place, not a corner store, just a regular supermarket on the edge of a small town outside Raleigh, where the parking lot was always half empty, and the fluorescent lights hum loud enough to notice. I worked evenings mostly, 4 p.m. to close, scanning groceries, checking IDs, wiping down the belt between customers. Nothing complicated. Most nights were slow after 8, the kind of slow where you could start counting ceiling tiles. There was a regular who came in maybe 3 or 4 times a week, always in the evening, always within the same 2-hour window. His name was Carl. He told me that himself one night, unprompted, while I was ringing up his groceries. He was maybe 40, quiet, bought the same things almost every visit. Deli meat, a loaf of bread, sometimes a 6-pack. He had this way of standing at the register with his hands flat on the belt, like he was bracing himself, even when there was nothing to brace for. I didn't think much of it at first. Quiet guy, consistent habits. Some people are just like that. The first thing I noticed was that he always ended up in my lane. We had 6 registers. On a slow night, 2 or 3 of us would be open. Lights on, no line. Carl would walk the full length of the front end and get in mine.
Fuck.
Every time.
Creep.
Even when my line was longer. Even when the register next to me was completely empty. I told myself he just liked the routine of it. Some customers get attached to a familiar face. It's not uncommon. I'd heard other cashiers talk about their regulars the same way. I didn't dwell on it. The second thing was a comment he made sometime in early October. We were just doing the usual small talk while I scanned his items. He asked if I'd recovered okay from my cold.
How do you know that?
Like it was a natural follow-up or something. I hadn't told him I had a cold. I hadn't told anyone at that store, actually. I'd called out one shift the week before, but I texted my supervisor directly. Nothing public, nothing posted anywhere. I kind of laughed it off and said something like, "Yeah, feeling better, thanks." He nodded and paid and left. Normal as anything. But I stood there after he walked out and genuinely tried to work backwards. Had I mentioned it? Had someone else in the store said something to him? I couldn't land on any explanation that fully made sense. I let it go anyway. Filed it under things I probably just forgot. By November, I started noticing
That shit
the
just
time
fucking threw me the hell off,
without
bro.
meaning to. Carl never came in on nights I wasn't scheduled. I only realized this because my coworker Dana mentioned offhand that she'd never seen him before.
Okay.
Dana worked 3 nights a week, always the same 3. We overlapped twice a week. On those nights, Carl came in. On her nights alone, he didn't. She
The
thought
fuck?
said he must have a crush on me. We both laughed. I didn't tell her that our schedules weren't posted anywhere.
I have a crush on
Customers
those
could
sex
see.
too.
The only way to know when I was working was to either ask someone with access to the system or to show up and check, over and over, for weeks. The fourth thing happened on a Wednesday night in December. I was in the back near the break room, waiting for my shift to start, coat still on, bag over my shoulder.
Alright.
I wasn't on the floor yet. The store was technically open, but I hadn't clocked in. Nobody outside the staff area would have known I was there. I heard my name. Not shouted, not called out, just said, conversational, at a normal volume, from somewhere near the end of the produce aisle. I stepped out
These
from the
niggas are
back hallway
creeps, bro.
and scanned the floor.
What's wrong with
Carl
these
was
niggas,
standing
man?
by the bag salads, not looking at me, putting something in his basket. I asked him if he said my name. He looked up, seemed genuinely confused, said he hadn't said anything. Maybe it was someone else. Maybe I'd misheard.
Wait, why are
The
you
store
here?
wasn't loud, but it wasn't silent either. I clocked in and told myself it was nothing. I thought about it for the rest of the shift. The last thing is the one I have the hardest time sitting with. And it didn't happen at the store. It happened at my house.
I built my back
Oh,
collection
shit.
with Fashion File. Fashion File have the largest selection of certified.
My last shift was on a Sunday in
Boom, boom. I should be unmuted now, right? Alright. Or was that my mute button? me see my muddy. Bro, I'm finna get copyrighted again, bro. They already been giving me warnings and shit. I had mine. Fuck, bro. I gotta get a mute button for mine. Shit, no.
I didn't announce I was quitting. Didn't make a thing of it. Just finished out my shift, turned in my vest, and that was that. My friend Reese picked me up that night. We drove back to my place together. Came in through the front door laughing about something stupid that had happened at work. She went to the kitchen to grab water while I headed upstairs to change out of my uniform. I pushed my bedroom door open and reached for the light switch. There was someone behind my dresser. I didn't fully process it at first. It was just a shape, a dark mass that didn't belong, pressed into the narrow gap between the dresser and
what the fuck, bro?
And then it moved, stood up, and I saw his face for just a fraction of a second before every instinct I had kicked in at once. Carl. I screamed, turned and ran. I got down the stairs so fast I nearly fell.
Oh, God.
And we were out the front
I
door
hope nobody
before
misread
either of
that.
us said a single word. We sat in her car with the doors locked, shaking for what felt like a long time. The police came. They walked through the whole house. By the time they got upstairs, the room was empty. The window at the far end of the hallway was open. The screen was pushed out. They found no one. I moved out within the week, stayed with Reese while I found somewhere else. Filed a report, gave him Carl's name.
Dang, police is always so fucking useless when it comes to shit like this. Like, you niggas never do shit, bro.
No charges, no arrest, no explanation for how he'd gotten in or how long he'd been.
These niggas just fucking just want to shoot and kill niggas, bro.
6 weeks later, I was back in that part of town for an unrelated errand. I wasn't planning to go anywhere near the store. I just happened to drive past it. I slowed down at the light next to the parking lot and glanced over without thinking. Carl was standing outside the entrance, not going in, not coming out, just standing near the cart return, facing the doors, completely still, like he was waiting for someone to walk through them. I hadn't worked there in 6 weeks. He had no way of knowing my schedule anymore. There was no reason for him to be there waiting unless he didn't know I was gone. The light turned green. I drove away and I didn't look back. Here's the part I keep returning to, even now. That October night when Carl asked about my cold, the cold I never mentioned to anyone at work. At the time I wrote it off as a coincidence I couldn't explain. But after what happened in January, after seeing him crouch behind that dresser in my bedroom, I understood what the explanation actually was.
He's been here all the time.
He already knew I'd been sick, because he'd already been inside my house.
Love Roblox?
God damn it.
Earn Roblox.
Overnight shift at a small family-owned motel off a 2-lane highway. It's the kind of place that gets hunters in the fall, and the occasional long-haul trucker who doesn't want to push through to the next town. I've been doing nights there for about 2 years.
Oh, shit.